Dear students, today we are going to learn note making. Note making is an important writing skill. It is a way of recording important details from a source. The source may be a book, a lesson, or a passage. In note making, the writer records the essence of the information. It helps us to understand and clarify thinking. In this short lecture, you will learn difference between note taking and note making, the procedure of note making, some tips for note making, styles of note making, and some examples of it. Let's get started. Difference between note taking and note making. You take notes in lectures or seminars by writing down some important points. You make notes from reading books or any form of text. Now see the given table. Note taking is a passive process, whereas note making is more active and focused writing skill. Note taking requires less understanding. Note making requires more understanding. In note taking, given points or notes are written in full form. Note making is often in short form. Notes are made from sources. Usually they are handmade. Note making is constructed by the learner in handmade or in computer typed form. The procedure of note making. Remember the procedure of note making. Read the given passage carefully. Usually, the passage is unseen. Underline the important sentences to know the main points from the passage. Make a rough note at first. Organize all the points in logical order. Use the appropriate note making format. And at last, make a final draft. Points to remember for note making, or remember the given tips. Ignore less important information. Be brief, clear, and specific. Use logical sequence. Do not include your own information. Use abbreviations, drawings, symbols, etc. Styles of note making. Verbal information can be transferred into tables, charts, graphs, tree diagrams, pictograms, maps, plans, etc. Let's learn some examples of note making. See the question. Read the following extract and complete the notes given below. Now see the passage. Sudha Murthy was born on 19th August 1950 in Shiggaon in Karnataka. She and her siblings were raised by her parents and maternal grandparents. She completed BE in Electrical Engineering from BVB College of Engineering and Technology, standing first in her class and receiving a gold medal from the Chief Minister of Karnataka. She completed ME in Computer Science from the Indian Institute of Science, standing first in her class and receiving a gold medal from the Indian Institute of Engineers. Sudha Murthy became the first female engineer hired at India's largest auto manufacturer, Tata Engineering and Locomotive Company, that is Telco, as a development engineer. She later joined Walchand Group of Industries at Pune as a senior system analyst. In 1996, she started Infosys Foundation and has been a visiting professor at the PG Center of Bangalore University. Sudha Murthy's work covers the healthcare, education, empowerment of women, and public hygiene at the grassroots level. Her vision of a library for each school has resulted in the setting of 50,000 libraries so far. She is helping out rural areas by building 10,000 public toilets and several hundred toilets in the city of Bangalore. Infosys Foundation is a public charitable trust founded in 1996, and Sudha Murthy is one of the trustees. Through the foundation, she has built 2,300 houses in the flood affected areas. Now, this is the passage. The passage gives information about Sudha Murthy, her education, her career, and her social activities. Now, complete the notes given below. Now, see the notes. Early life and education of Sudha Murthy. Now, here, birthplace is asked to us. Now, after reading the passage, we understand that Shiggaon in Karnataka is her birthplace. So, mention here Shiggaon in Karnataka. Now, second point is education. Now, here one sub point is given to us. BE from BBB College of Engineering with gold medal. Now, this is one point. Now, we have to mention another point. Now, here we may mention the point ME from the Indian Institute of Science. She received gold medal. Now, this is the second point in education. Now, next information is asked about her career. Now, one point is given to us and 2 points are asked to write down. Now, here we may say a development engineer in telco. This may be the first point. Second point is given here, senior system analyst in Walchand Group of Industries, Pune. Now, third point, started Infosys Foundation in 1996. That may be third point. Now, the last point is about social activities. Now, here 2 points are given to us and we have to mention again 2 extra points. Point number 1 is 50,000 libraries. Now, we may write here second point 10,000 public toilets. Third point is given here several hundred toilets in Bangalore. We may write fourth point built 2,300 houses in the flood affected areas. Now, in this way, by reading the passage, we may find out information and complete the given note. It is as easy as ABC if you read the passage carefully. So, read the passage twice and then you may complete such types of notes. Let's learn another passage for note making. Ayurvedic medicine facts, fundamentals of Ayurvedic medicine. To understand Ayurvedic treatment, it is essential to have an idea of how the Ayurvedic system regards the human body. The basic life force in the body is prana, which is also found in the elements and is analogous to the Chinese notion of chi. As Swami Vivekananda, a yogi and expert, put it, prana is in the air but is not the oxygen, nor any of its chemical constituents. It is in food, water, and in the sunlight, yet it is not vitamin, heat, or light rays. Food, water, air, etc. are only the media through which the prana flows. In Ayurveda, there are 5 basic elements that contains prana: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. These elements interact and are further organized in the human body as 3 primary categories or basic physiological principles in the body that govern all bodily processes, known as the doshas. The 3 doshas are vat, pitta, and kapha. Each individual has a unique blend of the 3 doshas known as the person's prakriti, which is the reason why Ayurvedic treatment is always personalized. In Ayurveda, Illness is regarded as a state of imbalance in one or more of a person's doshas, and an Ayurvedic physician works to adjust and balance them via a variety of methods. The Vat dosha is associated with air and ether, and in the body promotes movement agility. Vat people are typically thin and light physically, dry skinned, very energetic, and mentally restless. When Vat is out of balance, there are often nervous problems, hyperactivity, sleeplessness, lower back pains, and headaches. Pitta dosha is associated with fire and water. In the body, it is responsible for metabolic processes and digestion. Pitta characteristics are medium built bodies, fair skin, strong digestion, and good mental concentration. Pitta imbalances show up as anger and aggression and stress related conditions like gastritis, ulcer, liver problems, and hypertension. The Kapha dosha is associated with water and earth. People characterized as Kapha are generally large or heavy with more oily complexions. They tend to be slow, calm, and peaceful. Kapha disorders manifest emotionally as greed and possessiveness, and physically as obesity, fatigue, bronchitis, and sinus problem. Now, this is the passage. Based on the passage, now complete the following tree diagram that represents prana and its elements. Now, see the diagram. Prana, its basic elements. There are five basic elements of prana. Four elements are given to us. We have to mention one element. By reading the passage, we will find out that element. Again, bodily process. There are three doshas mentioned in the passage: Vat, Pitta, and Kapha. Now, based on these three doshas, there are three branches related to 3 points associated with characteristics and imbalance shows. Now complete the given note. Now see the answer. Answer points are underlined. At last, a question for practice. Pause the video, read the passage, and draw a tree diagram that contains main points, subpoints, and supporting details. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.